Ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on another SEC rival, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks offense is on the field for the first time today. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers. But, Jesse, they can't forget about that dude.
No, and I don't think you have to all of a sudden panic and all of a sudden reinvent your playbook offensively. You just got to execute better, and you got to give him more opportunities. I think that was one of the biggest problems their last game out. They just didn't throw it his way enough. That has to change today. He should be targeted really early in this game.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. And they can't make the connection on third down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Florida's offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him. He can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Running to Green. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
As an offense, you're okay with that. You have option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bryant. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop throw on first down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way to get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Zings it complete to the right. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, they get the first down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. So important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll toss it to the left. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grab behind the line. It's Wyatt. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the... They'll try to get him on the fake. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Bickley. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gators have this offense rolling.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
Off the play fake. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Makes the grab. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They booted away on fourth down. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense registers their first sack, and they're bringing pressure from the second level. They're going to do a really good job in this game changing up the looks, trying to confuse this offensive line, and they did it there.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. And the Gators line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
On target. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to... Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Finds a man in the middle. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. He wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. And that time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you get more and more hits in the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job on the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
It's complete to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field. But that's just asking too much of him at this point.
And they're going to try it again. It's another fake. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the first down. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Bickley. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Gators! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. On his way back from the 20. Oh, what a cut! That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give on the option. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Bickley. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. starts a drive trying to go up top. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a game.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Hold and fired complete. Turning it on. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Gators have their offense in high gear. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Out of the gun to give to the back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Throwing on the run. He's got it inside the 15. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but, man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Wisconsin delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense was the story here. J.J. Watt may be the standard, but it looks like there's another stud edge rusher there in Madison. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll run it from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum, so next week we play a little bit better football.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Floats it out in space. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Man, nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
From the 30-yard line on first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Gets it to the back. Gets away from one. Just keeps moving.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gives it on the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. The corners are walked up tight. Motion from the wideout. Unloads quickly. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Splits the uprights. It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. 7. Looking downfield, it's Bickley. Here comes the heat. A strike downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. And the Gators are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Working that left side now. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra 1st down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Got room at the 35. Wide open on the right. The 30. He's at the touchdown, South Carolina. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Dropping back, it's Bickley. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. The inside handoff. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Wyatt. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. They get him a rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Gators send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Defense in press coverage. The give out of the gun. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Gamecocks are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
He's looking to pass. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Bickley. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Makes it past the marker. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. They'll go to the ground. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. There's everywhere. It's a turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Wyatt. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense, not getting fooled again. They've had a bad day, but that was a good play.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Back to throw, it's Bickley. He's got him in the flat. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.